Suppose you're adding 10 to any one-digit number. For example, 10 plus 5. Just replace the 0 in the ones place with the one-digit number, and that is the sum. 10 plus 5 equals 15. See how easy that is? This is why you always want to be adding with tens. But you aren't always adding with tens. This is where your number skills come in handy. You can rewrite numbers to make tens. Let's add 9 plus 5, but let's do it by making a 10. Here's how. Rewrite the 5 as 1 plus 4. So we get 9 plus 5 equals 9 plus 1 plus 4 in parentheses. Using the associative property of addition, we put the 9 and 1 in parentheses to get 9 plus 5 equals parentheses 9 plus 1 plus 4. The 9 plus 1 becomes 10, which is added to 4. 9 plus 5 equals 10 plus 4. This becomes 14. In this video, you will look at examples for making tens to simplify addition. Let's start with an example. Combinations of numbers less than 10 can equal 10. Let's use a tens frame and look at all the combinations. A tens frame has 2 rows of 5 placeholders. You fill the cells with 2 different colored counters to model addition. For example, here is 5 plus 5. The red counters are the first 5, and the yellow counters are the other 5. Since all 10 cells are filled with counters, we have 5 plus 5 equals 10. Let's look at all the different ways of making 10. This is 1 plus 9 equals 10. This is 2 plus 8 equals 10. This is 3 plus 7 equals 10. This is 4 plus 6 equals 10. This is 5 plus 5 equals 10. This is 6 plus 4 equals 10. This is 7 plus 3 equals 10. This is 8 plus 2 equals 10. This is 9 plus 1 equals 10. This is 10 plus 0 equals 10. This is a summary of the first half of the tens. Because of the commutative property of addition, we also have these addition statements. From 0 to 10, there are 11 different ways of making tens. Let's use these combinations to solve more complicated problems. Let's look at another example. What is the total number of fruit on the 2 platters? On the left are 5 apples, and on the right are 6 oranges. So we need to add 5 plus 6. Let's use a tens frame to model this addition. We'll put 5 red counters and then add 6 yellow counters. We can rewrite 6 as 5 plus 1 as shown below. The yellow counters are distributed across 2 tens frames. We can rewrite 5 plus 6 in a way that makes a 10 as shown here. The associative property of addition allows us to group the 2 5s to make 10. This changes 5 plus 6 to 10 plus 1, which is equal to 11. The strategy of making tens simplifies addition. Let's look at another example. What is the total weight of the fish and vegetables? Based on the data provided, we are looking to add 9 plus 4. Let's rewrite 4 as 1 plus 3. We'll associate the 9 and 1 in order to make 10. So 9 plus 4 becomes 10 plus 3, which becomes 13. Let's look at a final example. Two levels of a parking garage are shown side by side. Find the total number of cars. Notice that in each parking lot, the parking spaces are numbered 1 through 15. On the left are 15 cars, and on the right there are 7 cars. So we are adding 15 plus 7. We rewrite 7 as 5 plus 2. We then associate the 15 with 5 to get 20, which is also 2 tens. So this is another example of making tens. We get 20 plus 2, which is 22. Let's review the process of making tens. When you're adding two numbers, rewrite one of them so that they can use part of that sum to make a 10. Adding the remainder to the 10, or power of 10, is a much easier sum.